In a previous lesson, we learned how to use the stamp game to solve a static multiplication problem. Today, we are going to use the stamp game to learn how to solve a multiplication where it's dynamic, meaning that an exchange is going to need to happen in order for us to make the answer, or in order for us to solve the answer. So I have a problem written here, and it reads 136 times 3. The setup is still going to be the same, where you're going to need your Skittles, and you'll want to grab your green Skittles because remember the green Skittles represent the ones place. So I have 1, 2, 3. So I have my multiplier set out, which was 3. Then I'm going to look at a multiplicand, 136. We always start off with the ones place. So I'm going to grab 6 ones and I'm going to multiply it 3 times. So I have here my 1 tile and I'm going to grab 6 of them and I'm going to do this a total of 3 times. So here's 6 1 time. Now I'm going to do 6 2 times and then 3 times. I like to make sure that I am double checking and counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you make sure that it looks nice and neat, you're really going to be able to see 6 1 time, 6 2 times. You don't want extra tiles or missing tiles. So really double check that you have the right amount of tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to fix it so it's nice and neat. And I can see 6 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Now I'm going to move on to my tens place, which in my tens place is a 3, which means 30. I'm going to do 30 3 times. So I am going to grab my blue tiles, which represent the tens place, 10, 20, 30. So I have multiplied 30 1 time. I'm going to do it the second time, 10, 20, 30. That's the second time. Now I need to do it one more time for a total of 3 times. 10, 20, 30. My next step is to look at the hundreds place. There's a 1 in the hundreds place. So I need to do 100 3 times. I'm going to go ahead and grab a red tile, which is 100, and I'm going to put 100 down 1 time, 100 down a second time, and 100 down a third time. So I've done 100 3 times. Each Skittle should have a total of 136. So that's 136 1 time, 136 2 times, 136 3 times. So my stamps, 136 matches my Skittles 3 times, 136 3 times. The next step is to grab all of your ones and put them together. So I'm going to make a little bit of space, and I'm actually going to bring my ones down. And just scooch these to the side. I will count these later, but my concern is with the ones first. And I'm going to scooch these to the side. And this is where it's helpful if you have your math facts known. I know that I had 6 3 times. 6 times 3 is 18, so I don't have to count all of this. But if I didn't know my math facts, I could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep, it is indeed 18. But I knew my math facts. So what I'm actually going to do is take away 10 because I need to exchange 10 out. So I'm going to leave a total of 8, 6, 8. And this is a total of 10, but double check because if you grab the wrong amount, it's going to give you the wrong answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 5 on top. That's a total of 10. I'm going to exchange my tiles for a 10. So I'm going to take this and exchange it for a 10. And I like to leave it up here as a note of, hey, you exchanged this stack of 10 for a 10 tile. I'm going to carry this into the tens place, which I'll leave here for now. And I'm going to count how many ones do I have left over? 8. So in my ones place, I need to find my ones place. It's right here. This is my ones place. I'm going to write an 8 down. So I know that my answer is going to be something 8. Now, the next step is to count all of our tens. I'm going to bring my tens over from the previous tens that we added together or multiplied together. And I know I have 3, 6, 9, 10 tens. Well, if I have 10 tens, that is the same as having 100. So I'm actually going to take my stack of 10 tens and exchange it for 100. And I like to leave my stack of 10 tens here to make note that I exchanged it. I'm going to carry out a 100 tile and place that in the 100 place value. And in my tens place, I have no tens left over. So when this happens, this is where you grab the dots. These represent 0. They are placeholders. I have no tens, but I still need a 0 here to represent that I have 0 tens. So in my equation over here, I need to put a 0 here because that's a placeholder. So there's that 0 in the tens place. Now I move on over to the hundreds place. I already have one that I carried over from my 10. I need to add the other 3 from earlier. And I have a total of 4 100s. So in my hundreds place, I'm going to write a 4 down. My answer ends up being 408. 400, no tens, 8. So my answer is the same as what is shown on the stamps. So 136 times 3 gives you 408. And this is how you use the stamp game to help you solve a multiplication problem that is dynamic, meaning that you need to exchange.